Hey guys, here is the custom model segment about the update video that I said. So as I said, I have made a blue truck that was green officially look like Harry now. You might see a little bit of scratches there on his face. Well, some of the blue got onto his face, so I scratched it off with the help of a screwdriver. It happened on the other side too, but nonetheless, he's fine. I've painted his backside blue. So his whole body has been painted blue. I could tell no one's ever seen a truck like this before. And his inside is blue as well. That way he can hold cargo, since he's an empty truck. And here is Sonic, the blue and orange boxcar that I said I was going to make out of the troublesome truck. He has a little bit of blue on top of his head, and there was some blue on the side of his face. But I got it off with a screwdriver as well. But nonetheless, he's fine. There is a little bit of green in front of him because, well, yesterday when I was painting him, some of the paint got, mixed up a little bit. So I used a little bit of a marker that was blue and traced it over some of the orange. Some of the orange got into his buffers, but I painted them black with a permanent marker. It happened for his backside as well. But nonetheless, he's okay. And his roof is orange, and the sides of him are both orange, and his chassis is, well, he's blue, and his chassis is orange. Well, I did the best I could, but nonetheless, his wheels can still move, and it got onto his couplings a little bit. But nonetheless, Sonic is fine. And also, I did the same thing for this truck. He's going to be Wallace. I've decided he's going to be Wallace. And if I get another truck that has this face, I'll use that one for Wally. So there will be two trucks that have the same face like this when I get the other truck and make it look like Wally. And I'm thinking I'll get a different car that is faceless, and then wait for the face that Popular Paxton said I could use from him since he inspired me to use it. Or I might get the same cattle van as this and paint it like Mario. Okay. With that being said, here's Sonic, Wally, Harry and Wallace. So, you're probably wondering what's inside of Wallace. Well, I used some bubble wrap and folded it up and put it inside and put this red clay on top of it, or molding clay as I'd like to call it. And then I twisted some of this clay around and then put it as lines on top of Wallace. Give me just a minute, folks. Okay, folks, so here is Wallace in the middle of Archie and Chester. So I used the clay, like, right there, to make, like, those red things on top of him. And, like, I think there's one right in front of there, and that one in the middle, and then that one like a few inches away from the other one, and then the back side of it. And here is the whole truck movie. Like, I was at 30 minutes, and it's like an hour and 36 minutes. And can I show you guys all the trucks for a minute? I'll show you that. But I'll show them in a different video, so just give me a minute. So guys, Popular Paxton inspired me to use this face for this truck right here, Riot. So when I get this face right here, I will print it out and put it on this face right here in front of Riot. Alright, next truck. And another thing, folks, I will also get Riot its facial expression, since Popular Paxton also inspired me to use them, so I can change the expressions too. Since he inspired me to do the truck movie for him, not for him, he inspired me to do his truck movie again, but I might do it a little different, I don't know, since he inspired me. Anyway, we're still moving on to the next truck, which is Carl. Alright guys, so the next truck I will be customizing to make him Batman is Carl. Yeah, so I think Carl's not really my favorite, but he's kind of my favorite since he's like Rickety, since he was painted from Rickety, like Popular Paxton did. I'll do the same thing too. I'll like take off Rickety's face with the help from my dad, but nonetheless, as Rickety I have to wait until I get Rickety, the generic truck, or whatever he is. Maybe that truck bounces around. Yeah, Carl bounces around, but I need to find out which paint Popular Paxton used. I'm not saying what type of paint, I'm saying which color gray, like light gray, or dark gray, or both. I'm not so sure, and he also inspired me to use Carl's facial expressions, including in the way he is. He also inspired me to do Archie, Rico, Lucy, and I also have to ask Popular Paxton, what did you type on Shapeways so you can get Lucy? Like, what type of slate toot did you type in? I know you can cut up the chassis or something from a short chassis from like a battery-powered James's tender. I know you cut that off, but I might use someone else's tender. But Popular Paxton, if you're watching this video, can you please tell me what you typed in on Shapeway so I can know how to get Lucy? He also inspired me to do Scaredy. And of course, he also inspired me to do Scaredy's Talisman. But I kind of know it belongs to Timothy the number 0. But he still inspired me to do the Talisman. I think I'll use it on a piece of pen or paper. I don't know. He also wanted me to do Fang, Mario also Nicholas, also Danny and Danielle. Also, he inspired me to do Sonic and Chester. He also inspired me to do the Bat Trucks as well. I'll show that in another video. But right now, let's focus on the rest of the things. So I also painted 2 barrels that are from the dairy cars. These 3 dairy cars right here. I painted the other 2 blue, like I said in the update video. And they all kind of look the same, because they all have the same different expressions. But these 2 are going to carry the barrels, and this truck in the middle is going to carry these churns here that are also used for the dairy. So yeah, these will be dairy cars. And also, I put this face on the Spiteful Brake Van. So now he looks like the Spiteful Brake Van. I'm still thinking to do faces for these 2 trucks. I'm not sure which ones yet. But anyway, the Spiteful Brake Van is now coupled up to them. And now let's get Harry, Wallace, and Sonic coupled up. Just give me a minute. Wallace is coupled up first. Now Sonic is next. And last but not least, Harry. Oops. Alright, oops. Almost forgot about your coupling, Harry. And there we go. Alright. Now Thomas is going to take the trucks away. And I will see you all in the next video. If I come up with some faces for the Titmouth milk tanker and the oil tanker with the CGI logo on it. The one that's right behind this fuel car here. And the Titmouth milk tanker. Alright guys, see you in the next video. Goodbye.